Take two. Is it working? Sorry about that. Just getting some technical difficulties out of the way. Hopefully it's working this time. And we can get started with class. All right, so let's start that over. We're going to do our regular class that we've always been doing. Um, we'll start off with a breathing exercise. We'll do some warm-ups, then we'll get into some strengthening exercises. Today, I want to work on our hip mobility, so bringing the legs up and moving them in all directions. So moving them forward, moving them out to the side, and then a little bit also when we're standing up later, bringing the leg back behind. So we have the full range of motion of our hips. And then we'll do a little bit for our shoulders later on in class. So let's get started with a breathing exercise. We'll bring the hands to the thighs. Let's move away from the back of the chair. So if you're leaning on your chair, scoot up to the top a little bit so that your bum is just on the edge there. And the hands on top of the thighs. We'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times so we can settle into our practice. Take a nice sigh as you release the shoulders downward. And then we'll all together take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out. One more time in and out. Good. Let's take our hands together. It's a little cooler this morning where I am, so we'll rub our hands together and then we'll bring those hands to the belly. We'll take 3 breaths into the belly. So let your belly expand into the hands. And then as you exhale, draw the navel in gently towards the spine. Inhale into the hands. Exhale, draw the navel in. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Taking our hands together, rubbing them again. You can rub the tops, the thumbs, in between the fingers. And then we'll take those hands to our bottom ribs, either left hand to left side, right hand to right side, or we can give ourselves a little hug. And again, we'll breathe into the hands. So breathing in, the ribs will expand. As we exhale, we draw those ribs to center. Inhaling into the hands. Exhaling, draw to center. Inhale again into the hands. Exhale, pull everything to center. Let's rub our hands together again. And then this time we'll take our hands just below the collarbones to the upper chest, and we'll breathe upward into the hands. Inhaling when you're ready. When we exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, expand in the upper chest, even in the upper back. Exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. One more into the upper chest. Exhaling it out. As we finish that exhale, let's bring the hands to the knees. We'll bring our legs a tiny bit wider. We'll take some circles here with our spine. So think about your spine moving as much as it can. So don't keep it in a straight line. Round your back out and then arch it when you come forward. And the movement might be tiny at first. If you haven't moved a lot yet so far, you might want to just start tiny and then go bigger. And then other direction. Again, you can start off tiny. Just make sure you're moving your whole spine. There's no right or wrong here. Taking the movement with the breath. All right, one last one. Sitting up nice and tall again, shoulders over the hips. We'll bring the feet in side by side, about hip distance apart, and we'll take some knee circles. So imagine you have some flashlights on your knees and you're making some circles in front of you. So you bring the heels up as you make your way to the other side with the knees. And then the other direction. Again, coming up as high as you can on the heels so that we can get some movement and mobility in the toes and the joints in the toes and also in the ankles. And then let's take this knees to center and we'll go out and bring them back in. Again, coming up onto the toes as much as you can. And other direction. Good. A little shake out of the leg and shake the other leg and foot. Again, both feet underneath the knees. We'll take our hands out to the side, palms facing up, floating the arms up. We'll inhale. On the exhale, twisting over to the left, bring the arms to a downward V. Look behind you with both eyes. Inhale, float the arms up. Look to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Arms come to a downward V. Look behind you with both eyes. Inhale to center. Back to the first side on the exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Back to a twist. Look behind you. Inhale to float the arms up. Exhale, left arm down, right arm's going to come up for a side bend. Inhale, both arms up, and then exhale, right arm down, left arm comes up for the side bend. Inhale, both arms up, side bend over to the left again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, bring both arms up. We're going to slide those hands down the body, down towards the feet, or just to the knees. And then we're going to come back up, reach the heart up. Exhale, slide the arms down towards the feet. Inhale, reach it up. Let's do that two more times. Exhale, slide the arms down. Inhale up. And slide the arms down. Inhale up. Good. Hands to the heart as we exhale. Let's take our left leg. So you have the option to just bring your toes to the floor and your heel up and slide your knee out to the side and bring it back in. Or you can bring the knee up, bring it out to the side, floating the foot off the floor, bring it back in and down. Let's do that to the other side. So again, option is just to bring the heel up off the floor, slide the toes to the side, bring it back in, foot down, or you can lift the foot, float it off the floor, bring it out to the side, and bring it back in. Okay, so let's repeat that. We'll alternate either sliding or lifting, your choice. Out to the side, back to center, foot down. Right leg up, out to the side, back to center, foot down. You might have to hold on to the back of your chair for a little support, but if you can manage to just float the hands on your hips or just float them in front of you for a little counterweight, you can do that too. We're going to do that 2 more times on each side. So we're working on strengthening our hip flexors, creating greater range of motion in our hips so that when we want to step over some big objects, go up some stairs, that we have that strength in our belly and in our leg muscles and hip muscles. Good, all done. Now we're going to alternate crossing our legs. So again, you're going to go up to as high as you want to or as high as you're capable of today. So bringing that right leg up and crossing it over. So it might just be crossing at the shins, crossing at the ankles, or you might be able to bring it all the way up and then bring it back down. Okay, this is a little bit tougher. Bring it across and back down. So lift as high as you can, cross where you can, and bring it down. Lift and cross, lift and place down. Lift, bring it across and down, and across and down. Again, you can hold behind you if you need that little support. You can float the hands in front or hands to hips. We'll do 1 more on each side. Lift, cross, lift, and down, and then lift, cross, lift, and down. Good. Let's take our legs wide, hands to the inside of the knees. We're just going to dip our spine, a nice straight spine, straight down the middle. Push the hands into the knees. Take a nice deep breath. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs. From here, coming back to center and walking our legs now all the way over to the left side. We're going to let our right leg come down. So the right knee underneath the hip and no further back. So some of you might be able to reach all the way back in this big lunge, but I would prefer for this one, just the knee underneath the hip. Now you have some options. You can hold on to your knee, both hands to your knee, or you can float your hands to prayer here. We're going to lean over that front thigh and then lift ourselves back up. Okay, so either hands to the knees for the extra support or hands to heart, so that most of the work is happening in our hips and in our legs and our core, and we're not using our arms and our hands for the action of our hip. Okay, and then come back, leaning forward. You might need to press into the feet as you come up. Let's do that 3 more times, leaning forward over the leg and coming up, leaning forward over the leg and pressing into the feet to rise up. 1 more and rise up. Good. We'll bring the hand to the chair. So the left hand to the chair. Take your right arm and reach it all the way up. We're going to take 1 big circle all the way back very slowly. Look at that hand as it comes behind you. Good. And then we'll take our legs together and wiggle them all the way to the other side. Right leg is on the chair, left leg is dangling down. We have the knee right underneath the hip, and just have a little look so that your ankle is in line with your hip and your knee, and your ankle's not way out to the side or way in. Okay. Then we'll look towards our right leg again, hands to the knee if you need a little extra support. If you can manage to take some weight off of the knee and lean forward, I encourage you to do that. Okay, again, just going to whatever is most beneficial to your body. So you don't want to push too hard so that for the next week you're going to be in pain and feeling bad. We want our yoga practice to make us feel better, make us feel stronger and more capable. But sometimes we overdo it and then we have to learn from there. It's all part of the practice as well. And come up. Let's do 3 more. Leaning forward, pressing our feet into the floor a little bit as we rise up. 2 more. And 1 more. And come up. Good. From here, holding onto the chair with our right arm. Left arm's going to reach forward. We're going to watch that hand with our eyes as we go all the way back. Nice big stretch. Hand back down by the side. Bring the legs together. And then walk the feet to center. We're going to go wide with our legs again. Hands to the inside of the knees. Dip our chest down. And this time, instead of just coming center, we're going to take our left shoulder and dip it down, look over the right shoulder, push the hands into the knees. Inhale to come back up, and then to the other side. Push the hand into the knees, dip your right shoulder down, look over the left. Few breaths here. Inhale back to center. Wiggle the feet back in. Okay, this is going to be another difficult one. Actually, before we get to the difficult one, let's just bring our knee up a little bit or toes to the ground. We're going to imagine our knee is going to be stable, and we're going to turn the heel in and then turn the heel out. Turn the heel in and turn the heel out. You can also do this with your toes on the ground and same action. The toe stays where it is and the knee goes in and out. Okay. So it's an external rotation of the hip and then an internal rotation of the hip. Do that a couple more times. And then we'll place that foot on the floor, head to the other side. So either toes on the ground and the knee comes out and knee comes in, or we float the heel off of the ground, heel comes in and heel comes out. Internal rotation of the hip, external rotation. So these are all movements that our body makes in our everyday life, and we want to keep those hips oiled up and capable of moving in all those different directions. Foot back to center. Let's stretch both of the legs out, give them a little wiggle. Bring our arms out to the side. Inhale, arms nice and high. Interlace the hands, round out the back, chin to chest. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, arms back down. This time, let's bring our feet underneath our knees. And this is the more difficult action. So, um, taking our leg out to the side. So, left leg out to the side, the knee comes out to the side, and then see how high you can lift the leg up. Some of you might be able to bring it all the way up to the knee and then bring it back down. Okay, let's give that another try. Again, you might need your hands on the chair. If you can do it without, you're pulling your navel in, lifting up. Okay, so anywhere from the knees out the whole time, and we sliding that heel anywhere up the opposite shin, and then bringing it back down. Let's try 2 more times. This is not an easy one. So we're going to do our best. And then let it go. Shake that leg and place the foot underneath the knee, taking our right knee out to the side, heel in, and then we're sliding that heel up the opposite shin, however high we can make it, and then bring it back down. We'll try that 4 more times, lifting it up and bringing it down. Sliding it up, the knee stays out to the side. Knee stays out to the side, heel slides up as high as you can go. And 1 more time. Good. We've done that work. We let it go, shake it all out. Let's take both legs out in front of us, hands out to the side. Let's inhale, arms up, interlace the hands the way that feels a little funny. Round out the back, chin to chest. Inhale, reach up again, and then bring the arms back down. Good. Slide the feet in. Now we're going to take our left toes, we're going to inch our toes forward. So spread them out, curl them in, and inch your foot forward until the leg is straight. When the leg is straight, you bring the toes up, press the heel down, slide the heel back. And then again, curl the toes, inch the leg forward. When you get to a straight leg, heel down, toes up. Make sure that the toes are all the way up. Slide the heel back. And again. And toes up. Slide the heel back. And then this last time, we're going to inch those toes forward. Place the heel down. We're going to take our heart, reach it forward. And then hold the pose here. Forearms to the right leg. And just notice if these bottom toes are pointing out to the side, I would like for you to turn your toes to point up so that you can get the stretch in the hamstrings. Take a couple more breaths looking at the toes. Come on up and slide the foot back. Let's take our hands, bring them to our back pockets. Show you from the side, pulling the elbows back. A little press forward into the hips, scoop the heart up. Eyes and chin only look up if your neck feels comfortable with that action. Exhale, bring the arms back down by the sides. Let's take our right toes now and curl them and inch them forward. Toes up, heels down. Slide the heel back. Inch the toes forward. Toes up, heel slides back. Make sure you're taking the whole movement with your foot so that you're taking your time with your toes. Again, mobility for the toes here. Heel down, toes up, lean forward a little bit, slide back, And then this last time, we're going to inch our toes forward until our leg is straight. We're going to hold it there. Turn your toes to face up. Reach the heart towards the toes. Once you can't lean forward anymore, you're going to support yourself with your arms on your thigh. Turn the or change shift your weight to center so that you're not shifting all the way over to the left side. You're shifted more to center. A few breaths looking at your toes. Hands to the thigh, lift up, slide the heel back. We'll take our arms out to the side, nice big inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the back pockets. Again, I'll show you from the side. Pull the elbows back. We push the hips, the pelvis a tiny bit forward as we scoop the heart and look up. Exhale, bring the arms down by the sides. Good. From here, we're going to stand up behind our chair. We're going to grab these imaginary ropes. We're going to pull ourselves up. Good. And then reach all the way. Exhale, bring the arms down, and let's stand behind our chair. Okay, from here, I would like for us to just do a few up dog, down dogs. I'll show you from the side. We're going to roll forward to our toes. So either just leaning forward and lifting the heart up, or you can come up off the heels onto the toes. For our up dog, on the exhale, we walk all the way back, head by the arm bones or a little bit higher for a down dog. And now with your own breath, walking up to the up dog and walking back down dog. Inhale to walk up to our up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's hold it here. We'll pedal out the knees, so bending one knee at a time, letting the ribs twist from side to side, or the torso twist from side to side. Settling both feet to the floor and either bending a little bit in both knees or straightening the legs. Taking one breath. As we exhale, round out the back and walk to the back of your chair. Good. From here, I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to turn to the left side so that your right hand is holding onto the chair. I'm just going to change my chair around so that you can see it better. So my right hand is on the chair and my left leg is going to be my standing leg. My right toes are going to come forward. Your heel is up. And then my right heel is going to slide back into a lunge. Okay, that's the first option, to slide. The second option is going to be to bring your knee up high, balance on your left leg, and then step it back to a warrior one or a lunge. Let's do that again. Bring the knee up high or just sliding on the floor, and then stepping it back, warrior one. Let's do that two more times. Bring the knee up and then leg back and knee up and leg back. Let's bring the knee up to hold for one extra breath and then bring the foot down. Good. You're going to turn to face your chair again, both feet flat on the floor. And then let's take our right arm out to the side. Okay, from here, you can keep that one hand on the chair, or you can take your left hand to the right shoulder. I'd like for your hand to be above your elbow and your elbow about shoulder height, but it can be lower if you have a shoulder injury or just any discomfort. We're going to have this hand here only to be able to feel the internal rotation and external rotation of the shoulder. So as we bring the hand down and keep the elbow where it is, you should feel your shoulder roll forward into the hand. Then we're going to take that hand back up to where it was, and you should feel the shoulder rolling up and back. Good. From the side, it looks like this. We're turning the palm down. We feel the shoulder roll forward and then rolling the shoulder up and back, palm back up. Let's do that 3 more times. Elbow stays about where it is the whole time. We're just pivoting around the elbow and the shoulder. Try to keep the neck muscles soft. Good. And back up. Good. Let's take that arm down, give it a little shake. And then we're going to turn to face the other side. So now our left hand is going to be on the chair. Our right leg is going to be the standing leg. And again, we can slide the toes forward and then slide the heel back to a lunge. Other option is to balance on our right leg, bring the left knee up, and then step back to our lunge. So your choice for the next 3. Bring that knee up or slide back or step back. Let's do 2 more. And stepping back, balancing on our right leg, left knee up, and step back. Let's do 1 more. Bring the knee up and step back. And then this last one, bring the knee up and hold. And bring that foot down. Good. March yourself back to center. I'm going to turn my chair around again. Hey, other arm. So now our left arm is going to come to this cactus shape or goalpost shape, hand over the elbow, as high as the shoulder, no higher, or maybe a little bit lower, depending on your shoulder. You can hold it with your right hand, and then we're going to turn the palm down and turn the palm to face forward again. Feel the shoulder roll up and back. Feel the shoulder roll forward and down, and then up and back. Good. Shoulder down, and roll shoulder up and back. Let's do 1 more. And bring that up. Good. We'll shake that out. From here, we're going to do a very similar thing we did sitting down. I'll show you from the side. You can stay behind your chair, or you can come over to the left side of your chair. It's up to you. So we did this internal rotation, external rotation of the hip. We're going to do it standing up. So again, you can have your toes of the left leg on the ground and go side to side with your knee, or you can float that foot off and the knee goes out, heel in, the heel goes out, knee comes in. That's a little bit of an awkward position, But we want to work on that internal, external rotation and internal rotation. All right. And we're using the strength of the muscles in and around the hips to do all of the action. We're not using our hands. We're not using the floor. We're seeing how strong our hips are and how far and big our range of motion is. Okay. And then bring that foot down, give it a little march out. And we're just observing. We're not judging ourselves for how much our legs can move. We're observing so that we can improve for the future. So now we can bring our feet down to the floor. We're going to take our arm again out to the side. So let's do our left arm first. Going to turn our palm to face forward. Arm is about at a T. And then we're going to turn the palm to face back behind us and slide the hand behind the back. Taking our arm back out to the side, we're going to turn our palm to face forward again and then bring the hand either to the ear or behind the head. Good. Back out to the side. I'm going to turn the palm to face back, slide the hand behind the back. Bring the arm out to the side, turn the palm to face forward, bend the elbow, bring the hand to the ear or behind the head. And again, turn the palm to face behind, slide the back of the hand along the back. Bring the arm out to the side, turn the palm forward, bend the elbow, hand to the back of the head. Let's do that 2 more times. Turn the palm back, slide behind, out to the side, turn the palms forward, hand behind the head. Last one. Okay, turn the palm back, slide the arm behind the back, arm out to the side, palm forward, hand behind the head. Good. Bring the arm down by the sides. Let's cross the arms and tap our shoulder blades or tap our ribs. Just to swing that out. Good. All right. Other side with our legs. So either standing behind the chair, I'm going to step over to the right side just so that you can see. But if you need the support of both your hands, you're standing behind the chair. Going to take our right leg out. Either the toes are on the ground and the heel goes in, the knee out, knee in, heel out. Or you can float the knee off the floor, the foot off the floor, and same thing. Heel in, knee out, knee in, heel out. Not a tongue twister, but it's a little confusing. Knee out, heel in, heel out. And a few more times. Balancing on our left leg. Left leg's nice and strong. One more time. Both feet to the floor, march it out, come back to center if you were out to the side, and both feet to the floor. Okay, from here, we're going to take our arm to a T again, palm facing forward. This is your right arm. Then we're going to turn the palm to face behind, slide the arm behind the back, and back to center. Turn the arm to face, hand the face forward, bring the arm up, hand behind the head or just to the ear. Back to a T, palm faces back, slide the hand behind the back. Bring the arm to a T, palm facing forward, bring the hand behind the head. Let's do that 3 more times. Arm out to the side, palm back, slide the arm behind. Arm to a T, palm forward, slide the hand behind the head. Arm to a T, palm faces behind you, slide the hand behind the back. Arm to a T, palm forward, hand behind the head. Last one. Arm to a T, turn the palm behind, thumb down, slide the hand, and then back to a T, palm forward, hand behind the head. Good. Bring the arms down. Again, let's shake that out, alternating, crossing one arm in front on top of the other, and tapping your shoulder blades. Okay, one last standing exercise here. I want to bring, you're going to stand behind your chair. I'm just showing you from the side. We're holding the chair with both hands, and then we're going to take our weight onto our right leg and bend the left knee. And this time I just want the knee to come to the bum. So knee to bum or heel to bum, heel to bum, heel to bum. The knee stays pointing down. Okay, and then we'll bring that heel to the floor. Take a little step back, lean the bum back, and stretch out the back of the leg. And then come back to center. And then let's do that to the other side. So balancing on your left leg, we're going to bend our right knee. The knee stays pointing down, and the heel is just going to come up to the bum. Try to do 10 on each side. Good. And then we'll bring the heel down, take a little step back, bend the left knee, and we sit the bum back, stretch out our right leg. And standing back up to center. Good. March that out a little bit. Both feet to the floor. Now we're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to bring our elbows together and the pinky side of our arms together. And then open it up and back in. And open it up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then we're squeezing in the front of our chest. Open up and squeeze. Last one, open up and squeeze. See if you can get those elbows to move towards each other. If they don't touch, that's okay. If they do touch, see if you can pull the hands apart and keep the elbows to touch. If your elbows aren't touching, you're just going to keep squeezing to see if you can get them closer together. And then let that go. Imagine you have water on your fingers and you're flicking them off to the side. Good. Hands down by the sides. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Bring the arms up. And then exhale, bring the arms down. Great. Let's have a seat. All right, so now we're going to stretch all that out. We did a lot of strengthening. I want to stretch it out. So we'll take our left foot either to cross at the ankle or to cross up at the knee. And go ahead, you can use your hand to bring it up there if you need to. We'll take a few little side to sides, rolling on the bottom foot from inner arch to outer arch. And then back to center. From here, we'll float the arms out to the side on the inhale. Exhale, twist over to the left. Let your arms drop to a downward V. Your right hand can be on the left knee. and your left hand holding onto the chair behind you. Take a nice deep breath with a tall spine. Look behind. And then on the exhale, keep the twist. Just bring the chin to the opposite shoulder. Inhale to look behind. Exhale to look forward. Inhale to look behind. Exhale to look forward. One more time. Inhale to look behind. Exhale to look forward. Keep it here and dip your chin down 2 or 3 times towards the collarbone. Last one, hold it there. Head back to center. Undo the arms. Let's bring the hands to the shin and fold forward. If you're crossing at your ankles, the knees just coming out to the side, we support ourselves on our right leg. Gently lift yourself up. Take your leg off and shake it up. And then place that foot on the floor. We'll head to the other side. Right ankle on top of left or up at the knee. We'll roll on the bottom foot from inner arch to outer arch. And then settling into center. We'll float the arms out to the side. Exhale, twist over to the right side. Your left hand to the right knee. Your right hand to the back chair. Take a nice inhale, lift up the spine as you exhale, twist to look behind you. We'll hold the twist, inhale. Keep the twist, just bring your chin to the opposite shoulder, exhale. Inhale to look back. Exhale, bring the chin to the shoulder that's in front. Inhale to look back. Exhale to look forward. One more time to look back. Exhale, chin to the left shoulder, and then dip that chin down a few times towards the collarbone. On your last dip, hold it there. And then come back up and undo the twist. Good. From here, we're going to fold forward, hands on the shin, and fold forward. Or if you're down at the ankle, the knee comes out to the side. We support ourselves on our left leg and take a few breaths from there. Press up gently and wiggle that leg, that top leg. Okay, let's go wide with our legs here. Going to take a forward fold. Let's bring the elbows to the knees at first and tilt the pelvis forward and then tilt the pelvis back. So from the side, might be hard to see because it's tiny movements. It's like a cat-cow, but we're on our elbows. We're tilting the pelvis back, rounding the back, chin to chest, and then tilting the pelvis so the hip points move towards the thighs. We reach the heart forward, and maybe the eyes look up. Let's do that 3 more times. And let's come to a neutral spine. From here, you're welcome to stay here for your forward fold or slide the hands down towards the ankles and let the head dangle downward. You can nod yes and no with your head. Sliding the hands to the knees, we're going to roll up slowly, tailbone down first. Then we're stacking the spine, one vertebra at a time, till we get to the shoulders. We're going to roll the shoulders up, down, and back. And then let's take our legs a little closer in together. A few mobility exercises for the hands. So just opening and closing the hands. And then taking those hands down by the sides, rolling the wrists all the way up as we inhale. And then rolling the hands in the other direction, all the way down. Let's do that again, rolling all the way up and all the way down. Give your hands a shake. Then taking those hands out to the side, imagine you're pushing two walls on either side of you and go as straight as you can with your arms. And your hands are on those imaginary walls, so the fingers are pointing up. And then from there, turn the fingers to point down. We're going to keep the arms as straight as we can still. And then soften the arms down. Give your arms a little wiggle. Good. Let's slide our bums all the way back to the back of our chair so that we don't have any space between our low back and our spine and the chair. So there's no way that we can slouch in our chair. We're going to bring our hands to our thighs, palms up or palms down, and we're going to allow ourselves now to lean back and relax. So we've done all the work. We've worked our toes, our ankles, our knees, our hips, our pelvis, our spine, shoulder, elbows, and even our neck and our fingers. So we've got it all today. And now we can take the next 3 minutes to just fully let go, let the practice get integrated into the body and enjoy. This might be the only 3 minutes of the whole day that you get to rest. So let's take advantage of it. So, from the top of our head, let's start to feel like a warm energy flowing down the body, taking away any tension that's flowing over the shoulders, over the elbows, down the arms, down the spine, to our pelvis, down our legs, our knees, our shins and calves, and our feet. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out, soften the body. One more time, soft breath in. Exhale out through the mouth and let yourself be completely supported by the chair. And your Shavasana is here to allow yourself to relax, not just in the body, but in the mind. So allow the thoughts to move through the mind. And if they get a little loud and start taking over, just bring your attention back to your breath, bring your attention back to your body. And with that attention moving away from the thoughts, it will allow you, your mind to calm and settle. Allow the breath to deepen. And with that deepening breath, more energy comes into the body, feeling the heart expand, the ribs expand, the lungs expand. And as we exhale, let that energy flow through the arms and into the legs. You can give yourself a little stretch. Doesn't matter what it looks like or what your body feels like doing. Just give it a little stretch. And we'll bring those hands back to the knees. We'll scoot ourselves away from the chair. Bringing our feet underneath the knees lined up with our hips, shoulders over the hips as well. Let's roll those shoulders up, back, and down a few times and lift the base of the skull up towards the sky to lengthen the spine just that little bit more. From here, we'll take our 3 last breaths of class, hands out to the side, palms up, inhaling peace to the body, exhale it to the heart. Inhale again, arms up, exhale peace to the mind. And last one, inhale, peace to the spirit. Bring those hands to the heart. Let the thumbs rest on the breastbone and heart, fingers reaching forward. Taking one moment of gratitude here for our practice, for our bodies, for our beautiful minds. And I wish you all a very lovely day. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.